All right, I call the regular meeting of the Milliken Board of Trustees for November 21st, 2022 to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Will the town clerk please call roll?
Trustee Beckman.
Here.
Trustee Dean.
Here.
Trustee Lane.
Here.
Trustee Meisner.
Here.
Trustee Wakeman.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich.
Here.
Mayor Austin.
Here. Thank you. Does anyone have any additions or deletions to the agenda? Town clerk, please call for a vote.
We have a motion, please.
Motion to approve agenda.
Thank
Second
you.
it.
So proud of myself that I didn't skip that section.
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Trustee Lane.
Yes.
Trustee Meisner.
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman.
Yes.
Trustee Beckman.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich.
Yes.
Mayor Austin.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Do we have any citizens' comments tonight? Hearing none, we'll just skip right over that. Is there any discussion or comments on the minutes of our meeting on November 8th, 2022?
November 9th.
9th. Was it the 9th? Yes, it was the 9th. I apologize.
No comment.
Hearing no comments, I'll take a motion.
Move to approve. Second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Lane.
Yes.
Trustee Meisner.
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman.
Yes.
Trustee Beckman.
Yes.
Trustee Dean.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich.
Yes.
Mayor Austin.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Is there any questions or comments on the paid list of bills? Anything from online? Hearing none, we'll move right to the town administrator's report. Administrator Powell.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Quiet meeting so far. No one has questions. So staff is working on the installation of the flashing beacons. I don't know if anybody's been out and about town, but you've seen areas that we've cut out on the corners where the beacons will be installed. I'm anticipating hopefully next week we'll have them up. John, is that what you're thinking? I'm sure the weather didn't help in getting them done last week. So one thing I do want to point out is ProCode, who is our building official that serves as a town's building official, has sold their company and they have sold it to SafeBuilt. SafeBuilt will honor all current arrangements that ProCode had with their customers. So I think this arrangement goes through the rest of this year. So the Safe Routes to School grant that we had told you that we had submitted, those grant awards will be announced mid-February to late March of 2023. So we'll keep you apprised once we hear anything. Also, Leonard and I will be attending the annual Hillsborough Ditch Board meeting, which is on Saturday, December 3rd. So, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, questions for the town administrator?
I have none.
None.
Any questions online of the town administrator? All right, moving on. Thank you very much for your report.
You're welcome.
We have nothing on the consent agenda, so we'll go to the first item on the action agenda, and it's for continuation of the selection and acceptance of the proposal for the Milliken Refuge Collection. Presenting is Wade Nickerson, Finance Director.
Good evening, Mayor and trustees. This item is a continuation from our last meeting regarding the request to go out to make an agreement with Waste Connections. Several questions were brought up during that meeting. What was included in this packet was an excerpt from their RFP, providing some history on the firm. This firm's 25 years old. It's the third largest solid waste collection company in the nation. They've got, 15,000 employees. They've got 7 million customers. This is not a new company. This company is relatively new to northern Colorado, but it is not a new company. They've got over $4 billion in revenue a year. They're also not small. So with that, along with that history, we reached out to several of their references. We chose mostly municipalities that they provided, but we also reached out to one homeowners association. And so just kind of a recap of what we got. We talked to the town of Frederick, town of Johnstown, city of Lone Tree, and then we reached out to city of Dacono, and we didn't get a response from them. And then the homeowners association was the Rock Creek Master Association out of Superior, which sounds a little odd for us to reach out to them, but that Masters Association has about 2,800 residences that are all served by Waste Connections. Frederick is about our size, about 3,200 customers. Johnstown's about 5,500, and then Lone Tree's 5,600, and then Dacono, we did find out that they're about 2,200 customers, so a little bit smaller than us. What the responses we got were very positive. All of them said, yeah, we enjoy working with them. Several of them have been with Waste Connections in excess of 8 to 10 years. Johnstown is the newest at about a year and a half. Lone Tree's been with them for about 3 years. They all give very good references for Waste Connections. One of the questions we asked every one of them is, would you hire them again? And every one of them said definitely yes. And then the other piece that every one of the references that we spoke to reiterated was the customer service. So if there was an issue, they said that it's quickly resolved. We have local contacts here. We're not calling, Utah or South Dakota to get help. They're all right here in Denver. We'll have a dedicated team to handle any problems that we do run across. And like I said, I think at the last meeting, I said I'd be remiss to think that there won't be any issues, but from the feedback that we've gotten, even the transition for a few of the towns where our contact was there when they rolled it out, they said that it was unbelievably easy for both town staff and the citizens. So with that in mind, I'd be happy to take questions. My recommendation will not change. This service is a pass-through service. We bill it, but the idea is that we're trying to save our customers, our citizens, some money, and we think that the value for the money is good, a little bit lower than what our citizens are paying now, and this contract would go into effect May 1st of next year. They just need time to get everything rounded up and rolled out, and that's why we're bringing it to you this early. But I'll take questions.
All right, questions from the board, starting with Trustee Dean.
How long is this contract?
It'll be for 5 years.
I thought so. I just wanted to confirm.
And Trustee Beckman?
No questions?
Trustee Meisner? Any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I do have a comment.
Yeah.
And that has to do with the recycling. I noticed that Waste Connections is way cheaper than Waste Management, and I'm very, very pleased to see that.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Trustee Lane, any questions?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I mean, thanks for being so thorough, and I think it makes Well, it makes me feel good to know that this company is not just a new company. And I'm just curious, did you find out anything about the recycling? I mean, are they like one of the biggest recyclers in the country or something? Since, I mean, they must be doing something right to keep it so low.
Yeah, so usually how it works is you keep the recycling low, and because you want people to recycle,
Right.
because it's expensive to put stuff in the landfill. And so most solid waste companies want to push the recycling piece. I didn't ask that question specifically of Waste Connections, but in my experience with different firms, that's their goal, is to push the recycling, because part of the contract will say once they collect those recycling bins, that product becomes theirs. Well, then they sell that and they can make a little bit of money on that also. So they can, and so not only do they spend less putting that stuff in the landfill, they can potentially make some money off of what they collect in the recycling. The bid we received from Waste Connections, the trash versus the recycling cost is more typical of what I've seen in my experience. The idea that recycling is the same price as trash was uncommon to me.
Okay. Well, the only other just comment was, when they went in over in Johnstown and the color was blue and orange, I thought, oh, kind of Broncos, colors. And now I'm not so sure if I really want to be associated with the Broncos right now.
Wait till next year.
It could be the Chicago Bears, though.
Well,
There's always another team with orange and blue.
Thank you, Wade.
Okay. Trustee Wakeman, any questions or comments outside of football?
My only comment would be that I think that we probably need to do a significant campaign publicity on this, because I'm guessing you're going to get some pushback if we have to change the recycle or the collection day.
I think people will be happy with the money.
I think
they will be too.
I'm hoping that the $6 to $7 a month savings that we provide them will offset having to change their collection day.
I don't agree, but I'll just say I told you so.
Well, and part of the response we got from Johnstown was the fact that they did, when they changed over, there was quite a media blitz from both the town as well as Waste Connections, because they wanted everybody to understand what was going on, when they were getting their bins, when their old ones were being picked up and all of that.
Yeah.
And so I would assume, and I hate to use that word, but my prediction would be that we'll have that type of situation here too, where we can make sure we publicize it all very clearly to everybody.
You're just disrupting family life, because if you have to get the trash gathered up on Thursday, Wednesday, instead of on the weekend, you'll hear about it. So
We'll let you handle those complaints, Trustee Wakeman. It'll be fine.
be glad to.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich, any questions or concerns, comments?
I have no questions.
Okay. If there's no further discussion, I'll take a motion on the matter.
I move that the town approve the refuse collection services proposal submitted by Waste Connections and authorize town staff to execute an agreement in accordance with terms and conditions outlined in the proposal.
I second.
Town clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Wakeman,
Yes.
Trustee Beckman,
Yes.
Trustee Dean,
Yes.
Trustee Lane,
Yes.
Trustee Meisner,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich,
Yes.
Mayor Austin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is an executive session pursuant to Section 24-6-4024B of the Colorado Revised Statutes for legal advice. I'll take a motion.
I move to go into executive session for consideration of possible action requiring case number 2022CV030770 filed in Weld County District Court by the town of Milliken related to operation of the selenium treatment system at the town's reverse osmosis water treatment plant. With respect to the referenced proceeding, possible executive session pursuant to A Section 24-6-402 4B of the Colorado Revised Statutes for the purpose of receiving legal advice from the town attorney on specific legal questions, and B Section 24-6-402 4E of the Colorado Revised Statutes for the purpose of determining positions relative to matters that may be subject to negotiations, developing strategies for negotiations, and instructing negotiators.
Okay, in the executive session will be Town Administrator Cheryl Powell, Town Clerk Carrie Reinbarger, Trustee Wakeman, Trustee Lane, Trustee Beckman, Trustee Dean, Trustee Meisner, Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich, myself, Town Attorney Matt Gould, Attorney Jed Scott.
Right.
Okay. And Don Stonebrink. Let me just check and see if I missed anybody.
Do you need a second?
Yeah.
Second?
Yeah, we'll get to a vote. Let's see. Okay, that's everybody that will be in the session. All right, so I've got a motion and a second. Town Clerk, please call for a vote.
Trustee Beckman?
Yes.
Trustee Dean?
Yes.
Trustee Lane?
Yes.
Trustee Meisner?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. We will now go into a recess pending into executive session.
We want to include Brad Simons as well.
Oh, I didn't think he was online.
I
Is
think he
online?
is online.
Oh.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on there.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
we'll
fine.
amend the motion to include Brad Simons in the executive session.
So move.
Thank you.
Second?
Aye.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Lost our minds today.
It's a good thing nobody.
All right, now that we have returned to our regular meeting, I will take a motion.
I move to approve the tolling agreement proposed by the Council for Stanek Constructors, Inc. on November 16th, 2022, related to failures in the selenium removal system at the town's reverse osmosis facility, subject to approval by the other parties of revisions required by the town attorney.
I second.
Town Clerk, please call for
I
a vote.
just have a question. November 16th?
That was their
That was when he
agreement.
sent it.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to clarify that.
Trustee Dean?
Yes.
Trustee Lane?
Yes.
Trustee Meisner?
Yes.
Trustee Wakeman?
Yes.
Trustee Beckman?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Ehrlich?
Yes.
Mayor Austin?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. We have some written reports in our packet, and did any board members attend any meetings that we need to have presented?
Yes, I did.
This Briggs, I'm gonna drop off now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brad.
And I'll talk to you tomorrow, Don.
Thank you.
I attended the school board meeting on Wednesday, November 16th, I think. I can't remember. And they nominated a new board member, or appointed a new board member, Monica Johnson. So she'll be joining the school board shortly. They were going to let her know. They also talked about and had a presentation about a community survey that they had for teachers, students, and community members. So they had a presentation on that, on the results. There were over 900 responses, which was significant. They mentioned that nationwide surveys, they consider an accurate response to be around 1,000. And so for Milliken and Johnstown to have 900 was like significant. Mostly positive from what I could see from the presentation. There were some improvements needed, but it was pretty positive. So that was really good. So, but it was a really interesting meeting. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Any other meeting reports? Okay, any other business to come before the board? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're out for the evening. Thank you.